my name is Nur Amira Farzana binti Shafaruddin. So today I would like to present about our mini project. So before I start with the question for mini project, I would like to explain about this topic first. So the topic is cost volume profit, which is CVP analysis is the study of interrelationship between these following factors. The first one is the selling price, volume of activity, variable cost, fixed cost, and last one is profit. Under this topic, we also have a break-even point, which is we can be defined that break-even point is the point of the sale where the total sale is just enough to cover the total cost, or where the total contribution is equal to total cost. It is a position where the firm will not make any profit or suffer any loss. Sorry. So we move to the question. So for the question 1, the question required to calculate the following item, which is the break-even point in unit and a value, margin of safety in unit in value, net profit earned by the company. For the question B, the question asks to calculate the number of lipstick that need to be produced but sold. The company, it is desired profit is set to be RM 1035 ringgit for the year. So the C, the question required to calculate the net profit. For D, the question asks to search something, the increased sales to unit that already given, and then the question required to search in somehow like should the exchange be made by the company. Hi, for the first question, the question asks to search the BEP in value and BEP in unit. So the first step, we need to figure out the contribution margin first. So for the contribution margin per unit, the formula is the sales price per unit minus with the variable cost per unit, which is in this question already provide the sales price and variable cost. So the sales price is 200 and the variable cost is 75 ringgit. So 200 minus with the 75 ringgit and we get the total 125 ringgit. So the next step, we can just make the do the question like BEP sales in unit. So the formula for BEP sales in unit is fixed cost divide with the contribution margin per unit. So in the question already provide the fixed cost value, which is the fixed cost is 91,215, and then the margin contribution margin is 125 ringgit, and then we divide them and then we get the total 730 units. So for the BEP sales in value, the formula is BEP unit times with the selling price, and then we get the figure out. So a BEP unit is 730 unit times with the selling price, which is 200, and then we get the total 146,000 ringgit. So that will be the answer for the break-even point in the value and units. The next is a margin safety in unit and value. So for the margin of safety in unit, the formula is a total budget and actual sales, which minus with the BEP unit. So the total budget or actual sales is 650 unit minus with the BEP unit 730, and then we get the total 220 unit. So for the margin of safety in value, the formula is a margin of safety times with the selling price. So 220 unit times with the 200, and then we get the total, which is 44,000 ringgit. The next question is the net profit earned by the company. So the formula for the net profit is a sales minus with the variable cost and minus again with the fixed cost. So before we figure out this question, we need to know that we have to divide times the selling price with the sales unit and variable cost with the also sales unit. So 200 times 915 minus with the 75 times 915 minus with the fixed cost 91,250 ringgit. So the total for this part is 190,000 minus with 71,250 minus with 91,250, and then the total for this question is 27,500. For question B is a target sales volume, which is the formula for target sales volume is fixed cost plus with the net profit and divide with contribution margin. For volumes, we have a value for fixed cost is 91,215 plus with 135,000 divide with 125 ringgit, and then the total we get is 1,810.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Amir Firdaus bin Suhaimi. So I will explain for the question 1C. Question 1C is assume that if the company increase their annual fixed cost and total variable cost by 10% and 15% respectively, an increase in sales level is expected to be 1,100 units. So calculate the new net profit the company will earn if these changes are made. So the first step is, as we know, is the new net profit formula is sales minus variable cost minus fixed cost. But this one is we need to change by 10% for the fixed cost and 15% for variable cost. So the first step is annual fixed cost times with 10%. So RM 91,250 times by 10%, it will be 9,125 ringgit. So the next step is we should annual fixed cost minus with annual fixed cost after 10%. So 91,250 minus with 9,125. So the total will be 82,125. The next step is we need to search for total variable cost. So variable cost is 75 ringgit, will be times with 15%, and it will be 11 ringgit and 25 cents. So the next step is we need to plus with the variable cost. So total variable cost after 15% will be 11 ringgit and 25 cent plus with 75 ringgit. So the total will be 86 ringgit and 25 cents. So our last step is we just put the sales. So the sales is RM200 times with 950 unit minus with variable cost. Our variable cost is 86 ringgit and 25 cents times with 950 unit and minus with 82,125. So the total will be RM 25,937 and 50 cents. That's the answer for question 1C. The next one is question 1D. The question is the management of various Sdn Berhad decides to use quality material in the manufacturing of their product, which will increase the material cost by 15 ringgit per unit and transportation cost by 4,000 ringgit. The manager predicts that an increase in this cost will lead to better product quality, for which is help to increase sales to 1,600 units. So should the change be made by the company? The answer will be okay. As we know, the formula is profit equal to sales minus variable cost minus by fixed cost. On the left side will be the profit. Profit is 27,539 ringgit, and the right side equal selling price times with 950 unit minus with 90 ringgit times by 950 unit minus with 91,250 plus with 4,000 ringgit as for the transportation cost. So the left side will still 27,539 ringgit, and the right side equal 950 unit minus with 85,500 minus with 95,250. So by this time is we need to transfer the value amount to the left side. So the left side will be 27,539 ringgit plus with 85,500 plus with 95,250 ringgit. And the right side will be equal 950 unit. So the total value will be 206,289 ringgit will be divided by 950 unit. So the selling price will be 217 ringgit and 15 cent. So that is the answer for question 1D.
Okay, hi. My name is Nisha. So today I'm going to explain about question 2, which is Puncha Dhamma. So we need to require find out the break-even point and the unit value. And also the second question will be margin of safety in the units of the revenue. And third question will be determine in the net profit formed by the company. The fourth one will be we need to find out two things, which is number of unit to be sold and also selling price per unit for Puncak Berhad, assuming the company will be sell 5,000 units. The last thing is we need to determine the new break-even point in the unit and value if Puncak Berhad increase selling price by 20% and total fixed overhead by 10,000. So here is the answer that we get now. We need to figure out, we get to figure it out. So for the question 3A, The selling price you can see here about 100 and the variance cost is 60. Contribution margin is 40 and break even minus even point unit is 50,000 divided by 40. So you will get 1,250 units. This is for the units and break even point for value is you need to times 1,250 times by around 100, which is selling price unit. So you will get around 125 per. So for the question B, the margin of safety in value is around 500,000 minus by 125,000. So you will get 375,000. This is in value, and for the unit is you need to divide the value that you get, which is 375,000 divided by 100. The 100 is you get it here, selling price. So once you divide, you will get 3754 units. And C, sales minus variable cost and minus fixed cost equals to profit. So the sales is 500,000 minus variable cost, which is 300,000, and minus 5,000, which is fixed cost. So the profit is 150,000. Question D is you need to figure it out present value and the proposed value. So for the sales is 500,000. It's remained the same like below. And the material cost is 200,000 and for the purpose is 220,000 and the direct labor is 50,000 and the variable cost is 50 plus fixed overhead is 50,000. So this is remain same. So the net income will be 150,000 and for the purpose is you get different which is 130,000. The last we got two questions. So the second question is selling price times by sales units minus variance per unit and sales units minus fixed cost per unit. So selling price will be same. So the sales unit will be different. And selling price per unit is 80 we get and total sales is 80 times by 5,000 so equals to 400 cents. And the last question, selling price is 120 less variable cost is 60 and contribution cost is 60. So break even minus even profit in unit is you need to divide so you get 1,000 units and for value you need times so